Hey guys, happy Monday. I'm coming on with just a couple little simple tips today that for some things that have just been on my mind this morning, this afternoon. Energetic, compatibility, and relationships. This is probably going to be for somebody today who needed to hear this. Energetically, there are people who are a match for you, energetically. Now, somebody who used to be a match for you energetically, if you're growing and evolving and becoming enlightened, awakened, growing, personal development, professional development, all kinds of development and growth, guess what? Somebody who used to be an energetic match for you may not be an energetic match for you anymore. And this is the message for you today, to recognize if you have somehow slid into tolerating energy and people who are no longer a match for you. And this doesn't have to be judgy. The energy of this doesn't have to be judgy. It's not that they're not wonderful people. It's not that they're not good people. It's not that the friendship hasn't served you, that you guys used to be so close. It's not that the boyfriend is not a great person, but you're not who you used to be. Emily says, how do you know if you are an energetic match for a potential partner? The energy and vibe that exists between you is high vibe, full of love, joy, peace. Not that all relationships don't have moments, right, of discord, moments of conflict, but the overall energy and spirit, Emily, is of God and love and light and joy and peace and goodness and sharing and vulnerability and intimacy and goodness. And the message today is about specifically energetic compatibility. Sometimes it's just not a fit. And it doesn't matter how much you want it to be a fit. It's not a fit. And maybe they've outgrown you. Maybe you've outgrown them. It doesn't even matter why. It just is what it is. And if you keep trying to fit a square peg into a round hole, if you keep trying to make something be a fit for you that is no longer a fit for you, it is going to be at your own detriment. I'm going to give y'all some examples. Let's make it real today. I'm going to bring it down to a real practical level. If I am in a season, if I was single and I'm in a season where I'm ready for my life partner, I'm ready to build legacy, I'm ready for my husband, you're ready for your wife, guess what? The season of casual dating is no longer an energetic match for you. So the people who are not looking for life partners and to build legacy are no longer an energetic match for you. And you're not going to be able to see eye to eye because you're no longer there. I am not an energetic match for mean girls. I'm not an energetic match in friendship for girls who sleep with married men. I'm not an energetic match for somebody who wants to be a victim and have a pity party constantly and doesn't want to get off their butt and take authority over their lives and begin to co-create the life that God intends for them. You're not an energetic match for me as a friend. If I was single and I didn't have Carrie, a man who is not about building something with goals and getting up every day and being about something is not an energetic match for me. Who am I talking to today? Sometimes it feels tight, but it's right. And if we really think about some of our greatest pain in life is when we're trying to hold on to something that's no longer a fit. You're trying to hold on to something. That all of the spiritual feedback, everything that God is showing you is that this isn't for you, and this isn't right for you, and it's no longer a fit for you. It may never have been a fit for you, but it's okay. And why do we hang on to things? Why do we tolerate energy that's not compatible? Why do we Because we love them. Because we see the potential. Because our hearts see, and we understand them. We know why they are the way they are, and we want so much better for them, and we may not realize that they're just not ready to walk into their next level for themselves, and that's okay. That's okay. That's the gift of love. That's what love does. Love sees the potential. Love sees the beauty in all things. But energy is contagious. And so guess what? Sometimes our greatest pain comes from holding on to somebody or something that's no longer a fit. And yes, it hurts to let go, but it's also causing a lot of problems and pain to hold on. And when the pain of holding on becomes greater than the pain of letting go, you'll be ready to release them. And releasing someone doesn't mean that it has to be angry or judgy. It doesn't. You can simply say, I love you, but it's time to let go. And I'll love you from over here, and you'll be over there. And I don't see you in my day-to-day life anymore, but I still love you, and I wish you nothing but the greatest blessings and abundance in life. Right? I wish you nothing but the best. I can own that a lot of my pain came because I tried to hold on to you for too long, and I caused my own pain because I was trying to make you be somebody you were never meant to be to me. I was trying to force you into being someone that I wanted you to be for me. Out of my own insecurities and my own needs, I was trying to pressure you and force you and manipulate the situation to be a fit for me because I just wanted it so bad. But it's not. And I have to admit that I've caused myself more pain by trying to get you to be somebody that you're not than it would have been if I just let you go and release you. Because that time in between is when we get the most pain and suffering because it's expired and we've held on too long. Al Woodley, our favorite internet godmother. Love you. Falarin says 331, foolish me trying to get with a single mother of 4 who cheated on me in college. Hey, lesson learned, sweetheart. Lesson learned. Nothing wrong with you giving another chance because growth and change and transformation is real. You gave it another shot. It didn't pan out. And that's okay. But it's time to let go. Let go. And that's okay. And it doesn't, like I say, have to be angry. It doesn't have to be judgy. It can simply just be what it is. She's not a fit for you. She's not your person. And that's okay. Right? I was just talking to my son today, and we were talking about relationships. He's 21. And I was telling him, because his dad and I are divorced, and we were married for 10 years. And I was telling him how his dad and I were always very good friends. We got married too young at 20. By 30, we were getting divorced. We're two totally different people. Never, ever had enough in common. But we didn't know that when you're so young. And then over the course of a decade, you're growing apart and growing apart. But I told him, I said, but one thing I appreciate about your daddy is he's good people. He was always good people. There was always a baseline of friendship that even into this day, if we were to get on the phone and really talk to each other and be real, there's a connection, a realness of friendship. There's a love there that transcends marriage, that transcends divorces, that transcends new wives or whatever situations there are. There's a baseline of friendship, and I can love him and respect him as the father of my children. It's not to say we didn't go through really hard times. It's not to say we didn't hurt each other deeply. But now, recognizing we weren't an energetic match. It wasn't meant to be forever. It wasn't a match from the beginning. But when you're young, you don't know that. When you're in that previous season, you don't know that. Sometimes some of you are going to have to forgive yourself for choices you made during seasons of grief, for choices you made in seasons of pressure, for choices you made in seasons of lack, for choices you made when you were not at your best, or you were not in your right mind, or you were acting out of fear or loneliness or lack mindset. Before you came into your confidence, before you came into your next level, you made some choices that weren't exactly right for you in friendships, in connections, in love interests, maybe even in marriage. We don't like to hear it. But some of the things we've chosen aren't of God. It says whatever God's put together, let no man put asunder. But God didn't put all this stuff together, doll. Everything that you've manifested isn't of God. Every choice you've made doesn't mean that it's of God. It doesn't mean that God did it. You did it. You are a powerful being of light. There's some things we do in our own power. And it's okay to admit that and say, I want to make a new choice now. I don't want to have to live with the choices, the lessons, or a mistake I made, a choice I made when I wasn't at my best, before I came into the knowledge of who I am, before I came into the knowledge of my power, before I came into the knowledge of who I am at my core, of my passions, my interests, my intelligence, my joy, what gives me peace. You're allowed to change your mind. And love is love. Love, just like energy, can neither be created nor destroyed. Love is love. Guess what? Just because they're not in your life anymore don't mean you don't love them. It does not mean you don't love them. It means we're not headed in the same direction anymore. We can't hold hands because we're walking in different directions. Our hands get pulled apart because I'm headed over there. And she's headed over here, I'm headed over there. He's headed over here, I'm headed over there. Can't walk together. We're not equally yoked. That's all equally yoked means. You're going in the same direction. When you're going in the same direction and at the same pace, you can hold hands and go together. But when you're not. Noah says, my wife likes anal more than vaginal. Is that normal for a woman? Noah, I'm going to recommend that you book an appointment with a sex therapist so that you guys can have some very honest and open communication about your wife's desires to determine it's not about whether it's normal for women or not. It's about what works for you guys. Yes, I'm answering the hard questions. I'm not scared to read that question out loud. Noah, get some marital counseling. Get some help. Get with a specialist. And communicate with your wife and get some help if you need it. Okay? Confetti says, Sappy's like, did that really just, yeah. I love it. I don't mind. I do not mind at all. I love your guys' questions. Oh, God, bless my soul. All right, so energetic compatibility in relationships, guys, right? Rooch 6 says, how do you know if the relationship you're in is worth fighting for? Long distance gets costly, LOL. If you're both investing, you're both equally invested, it's mutual and reciprocal in a long distance situation, and you're both making sacrifices to make it happen. Even if someone doesn't have exactly the same financial ability that you do, they're investing time, focus, energy, communication. They're doing everything they can to show up in the relationship, even if it's not financial. But if two people financially are not able to see each other consistently in a long distance relationship, there's going to be problems. So somebody's going to have to move if the relationship is going to move forward, or get married, right? Lots of relationships start long distance and people get married. It can work. It's not for everybody, but it can work. All right. This is the Queen of Cascade. The RLP show used to be lit, and we love you for it. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Emily says, what does it mean when men after we meet are not energetically matched for me? I don't think I understand the question exactly, Emily, but I think you're saying, what does it mean when you meet people and energetically you're not a match after you meet, even though it may seem like you're an energetic match? It just means that you don't know until you get to know somebody whether something's an energetic match. If you're very sensitive spiritually, you can pick up on it in the first couple of dates or conversations. But if it takes you a little time to know, right, it means that maybe you need to be vetting a little bit more in phone conversations. This is one of my advice. I notice with a lot of the dating apps that are going on now, people are just messaging on the apps and setting dates to meet each other right on the app, and they don't have a phone conversation before they meet up. And I don't think that that's very good vetting when it comes to dating, guys. Because, you know, if you can't talk to someone on the phone, you need a couple phone conversations to kind of get a vibe for someone to decide if you want to meet them in person. So do a little bit more vetting on the front side, and it'll help you to have better dating experiences. For Lauren, do you still match people? No, I do not. I don't match people anymore. Thank you, though, for asking. All right, guys, I got to go in here. I got an appointment. I was just doing a video. I was supposed to be on here real quick, and we over here answering questions and having fun. I love you guys. Love and light. Blessings in abundance. Make sure you guys book your soft life mentoring sessions with me. The link is in my bio. You're welcome, Emily. There's brand new soft life mentoring that is for single soft life, wife soft life, and for CEO soft life. Make sure you book a session so we can hop on a call together and I can answer all your questions for you one-on-one. Okay? Because there's no cookie cutter answers for things. We got to be able to understand what's going on specifically. So make sure you click the link. And I also have a brand new free workbook, 7 signs that you're energetically imbalanced. Make sure you click that, especially if you feel like you're a woman leaning too far into your masculine. I'll give you the signs that that's the truth. So you want to make sure you take that. Okay? Mwah. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.